What's good? Everything's good, man. We're on. I can't remember. Is this week 6 or is this week 7? I can't remember. Not 6? 7? Damn. I mean, I said season 7. I doesn't say week 7, does it? Well, what am I here for? Damn. All right, y'all. Been a good one. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out. All right. Oh, oh, damn. All right. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. See what weapons these guys got. All right. I like the Dynamo. I mess with Dynamo. Ooh, and the Dapples too. I mess with Dapples too. What do you think about these two comps, man?
Oh, I mean, heading into this, I really like seeing the Mint Decav. Seeing also that combination with Mariothon here on the Dynamo Roller is really huge. You can get a lot of really great chip off these two weapons. It's kind of just like chip land on the side of GMU here if you talk to me and ask about that.
Yeah, yeah, it does look like a chip comp. A lot of that AOE stuff going on as we're taking a look at the middle here. USF does get the first cap in mid as a bomb goes off in the front of zone. Now we're looking to see if they can take the right side of stack. Are they able to do it? The shot is not going to be able to get the kill there, but the sword finishes it up right now. And as they keep pushing through left, they are not noticing the right flank. They are able to switch position completely. USF onto the right side. They still haven't been able to take that right side as much yet, but the strikes go down, and all of a sudden the zone is in GMU's favor. That last minute reef is coming out, and their own strikes come down as well. And just when you think GMU has control of the zone, immediately after USF comes back and takes the zone. Wow, what a first push, Oma.
Yeah, no, it's really cool to see that. The team up we were able to see there from the Tri-Slosher and Alexander over there, who unfortunately just got swamped by the entirety of GMU. It was really good. And I mean, going into this kind of next moment here, I think it's going to be really important for USF to do what they can to try to split up the members of GMU as this zone continues to just get stalled back and forth. We do see that flip, though, from GMU here as the battles seem to continue.
Yeah, exactly. A big double kill right there from the shot player as they keep going. That is Brubboat, the J.R. Smith of Bradley Beals, as they are trying to make their impact known. The sword player now trying to play towards their stack, trying to take some space there, but the ill-advised Reef comes down, unfortunately misses, but they do get the zone from the strikes. Now the right side is being pressured by the Tri-Bucket. Are they able to find one? I don't think they will. But dude, just when I say that, they immediately find one on Brubboat, and now the Dapple's pressuring the Dynamo back, but gets shut down by the sword. Can the sword make the hero play of their life? No, they cannot. The zone stays firmly with USF, and just when we thought GMU was going to make a huge push on the zone, they are shut down by USF.
Yeah, and I mean, great efforts from both teams so far there, but we are going to see this lead not really go too much farther for at least a little bit, as we do see GMU get a flip back in their favor. Both teams continuing to just fight over the zone. We don't really see too much pressure here on the front line from GMU. Really just Rubboat and Showdown doing what they can to hold it down. Showdown getting a nice trade there. That's going to prevent possibly some further damage from that Tri-Slosher, but they're going to have to hold the line here, and we do see them having to start to back up due to this rain coming down from the side of USF.
Yeah, that rain is able to help them take the zone, but the sword is not had enough. They want to try to find one, but quickly goes back, realizing the situation is not. But a kill onto their stack could potentially spell trouble, and one does go down. But a huge reef takes out the Dynamo roller, and all of a sudden they're in trouble. The bubble goes down. Showdown trying to find one. The strikes coming in to hold them back, but the strikes that are countering unfortunately come down at the wrong time. They are going to go down for that, and now it's just Silver three numbers away from a really funny joke, unable to get the job done. And again, JMU just making sure they keep their lead here.
Yeah, and now this is probably the strongest spot we've seen GMU all match with the side of USF kind of struggling to figure out ways to get in. They do have this terrain. They've continuously used this terrain expertly to get these flips they need. And look at that reach slider, wonderful. Even though they do go down, they did take 2 out with them, and they were able to find that flip. And it's allowed their team members to get into these really dangerous positions. Alexander on this lip here, just adding that additional pressure. The bow here, Meet 2, doing what they can to continue to hold down the line. And fortunately, we will be just seeing these flips go back and forth. It's really added a lot of fun to this match here, Yoshi God.
Exactly. A lot of fun indeed as the Chumps go down. GMU trying to take zone back before their lead is exhausted. And a huge double from the side of Showdown as they're taking Dwelling War. There's a triple. Can they get a quad? Are we going to see them on Blue Sky later? Post me. My handle is low tier Yoshi. Yo, he gets it. Post the clip, please. Showdown gets 4. And just like that, they're pushed all the way back into spawn. They're going to have to reclaim space here. The shot gets one of Brumboat. And now GMU looking for the walkout, and wow, what a crazy clip from Showdown.
Yeah, that was a really great moment for sure, just what they were able to do in mid, but then of course also just how that extended into that kill they were able to get there. And now this is kind of the last moments of the match, right? We do see that rain coming out, but it might be a little bit too late, leaving just Glitch on the zone alone, no friends in sight, and they do get the flip, but it's not enough to get that cap.
Ref, hello? They flipped the zone. The no letters came up. What ref? Can we get an ABS, as they say in baseball? Can we get a review on that? Are you kidding me? If I'm USF, I'm uninstalling the game right now. I've had enough. It's okay. It's over. You know what I mean? Just pack it up. The game isn't in your favor. It's over. It's over. That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, no, if I'm USF, that definitely is a bit rough to see. I mean, both teams were able to really hold down their own wins there, of course, but I think when your pushes are always, like, there's like a pattern to it, right? Like, it's always like we're starting out the rain, and there's not too much happening outside of that. It gets a little bit one note, and I think Are We the B team was able to really pick up on that by the end of it, and that just reflected in how that match even ended.
Exactly. They just got eaten alive on the flanks as well. Huge plays coming from the Sword of Challenge. Just kind of going in there, like timing him up perfectly, and just, especially that quad they had at the end. Be sure to tag me if you post that, by the way, on Blue Sky later. But just a huge push there that just ended up, kind of costing them dearly on the side of USF. I think if USF got maybe like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 coolers in that game, I think they would have been fine.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely would have helped. I mean, 6 or 7 coolers, you can't complain about that.
I think it would have been great, like 6 or 7 coolers, and then maybe they get like 6 or 7 more deaths. You know what I mean? Kills. You know what I mean?
I mean, if the reef slider at the end, like, if that got 6 or 7, like, if they like even extended it into the afterlife, right? Like,
well, there's only 4.
Well,
you can only get 4 with the reef at once.
Those are just
why are you
details.
saying 6-7? Are you trying to make it? Are you trying to make an unfunny joke, like a 6-7? How dare you? How dare you try to make a 6-7 joke? I would never.
You would never? No.
I've never in my life made a 6-7 joke. You can quote me.
I don't. I'm not exactly
What's
sure
the next
about that one.
What's
the next? Yeah. Anyways, the
next
next map mode, that's gonna be Tower Control Hagglefish, Yoshi.
There's a crazy thing about this map. A lot of people don't know. There is a tower on this map that does move, and that's how you win the game. I think the key insight here is whoever moves the tower the most wins. Just crazy opinion, D2 opinion.
D2 opinion.
What do you think? Like it's Booty? A D2 opinion.
Booty D2 opinion?
Yes. Yeah. I coached a D2 team. Well, I was Div 9, but I've coached a D2 team, so D2 opinion.
Okay, details. We do have the next match starting up here. Game 2.
That person's name Benadryl. I just realized that. Much of the same. I think they got the cooler for the Zap instead this time, and no pencil on either side here. Interesting stuff. Usually see that from both sides nowadays, huh?
Yeah, no, definitely. We've seen. I mean, I mean, recently, I don't think we've seen as many coolers overall. Obviously, we do have the Zap and the Tri-Slosher on the side of USF, but having no pens, definitely not the weirdest thing in the world, but heading into the beginnings of this match here, it's kind of just a fight for control over mid. We do see Silver trying to gain some space here on the left. Unfortunately, they're not going to really get too far with it. They do eventually go down, their friend on the dually not being able to necessarily save them. So we just kind of see a lot of back and forth happening, and we are yet to see any big pushes happen as we approach the first minute ending of this match.
Yeah, a little bit of a bar fight going on in mid here as they're trying to clean it up at the side of USF. They do end up getting one and punishing the person who just used their bubble. That's going to be huge for them, but gets shut down by the bomb. And now the Booyah Bomb comes in, and GMU is going to start pushing in here. Are they going to take more space? The pro prodding for one, but gets shut down by the back line. All of a sudden, now maybe it's in USF favor. It's Haymaker after Haymaker being thrown back and forth. The cooler goes down, and Silver, again, 3 numbers away from a really funny joke, is on the flank. They are going to try to find one. They're pushing through, but gets shut down, but not before taking the roller out. Back and forth is the name of the game. GMU holding their own, and we continue this brawl, this melee, some might say, in mid.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have an ultimate fight of sorts going on here. But Brubbeat able to kind of help lead the charge as the members of GMU finally find the stride they're looking for, able to finally also get onto the switchback ramp as well. As we take a look at the tower, it's not really getting even contested that much. Benadryl on that weapon over there as well, trying to just anchor down, trying to help lead the team into a pushback, not able to necessarily find that, and it's kind of leaving the members of USF to kind of scramble a little bit, but they do find a couple picks here, kind of help staggering GMU's push.
Exactly, Benadryl trying to channel the power of the Hat Man seems to be working out for them as they are able to clear out tower. And now here comes the counter push here on the side of USF. They're going to try to eat away at the space here, but unfortunately GMU meets them right at mid. They want to have another one of those bar fights. They won the first one. Can they win the second one? Benadryl looking to find one on the tower. Does put down the raid to help them push through. And now they're all on their own, but they back up under their team. Now it's a 2v1 on left, but they can't find anybody. They're trying to find someone, but they can't seem to find them. When they peek out, they seem to peek away. Benadryl now is walking back as they do see one go down. Unfortunately, the Tri-Slosher does get shut down. Are they going to find the second one on the right flank? Unfortunately, they walk back, but GMU is now going to be on the offensive here, but one goes down to the left side. Benadryl is able to find one, and all of a sudden, it's maybe on the side of USF. They're trying to push forward with their bombs. They get caught out, Brumbo, as the bombs go down, and more utility gets put on the left side now. They're getting pushed into a corner. Can they find their way out? GMU, I don't think they will. USF in the driver's seat now.
Yeah, this is what USF has also been looking for. We have seen them kind of get a little bit of a hard time as they've tried to move up, but this is definitely a different USF we're seeing now. We do see Benadryl very safely set up there on the tower now with some of their friends in tow to try to help that out. Unfortunately, as I say that, going down, commentator's curse. Alexander, though, on this heavy spotling, able to do a great job of still backing up with some of that anchor pressure. Glitch doing what they can to stall out the tower in this position as the rest of the team gets up once again, trying to find those specials in tow to help them move up.
Exactly. GMU clumped together, trying to find a way as they're working through plat. They are trying to take their 10th first. They are able to find Silver. The bubble goes down on USF. They're looking for the lead. They're looking for the kill shot. But unfortunately, the Booyah Bomb pushes them back. One goes down on the side of USF, and all of a sudden, the coin is flipped. Everything is going south. The USF is down 2, down 3, and now, all of a sudden, what once was a promising push on the side of USF, shut down by the GMU. I forgot their name. Patriots, I believe, is their mascot.
Yeah, GMU, are we the B team? Coincidentally, maybe just so happens to be the B team of GMU, if you catch that joke, maybe. But Browboat trying to help bring the moment here with that Booyah Bomb, able to not really find anything, but able to just help scatter the members of USF as they look to try to move up once again. But to go down, we see this really nice double here from Showdown, able to find really key picks and just help make the members of USF be forced to back up a little bit more. And as we look at the tower here in the mid, it's still kind of at a standstill. USF is trying to do what they can to push it forward. GMU's satisfied with their lead, clearly trying to stay alive as long as they can in order to get that tower dive.
Exactly. Overtime is a miss, but it looks like it's not going to be a long one unless USF has something to say about it. The Bulls now charging forward, marching, trying to find a way through the ramps. Here they come. Are they going to find one? Unfortunately, gets shut down on the ramp. The Booyah Bomb goes down, and GMU takes game two quite convincingly at the end. A little bit of a scare at the end through overtime, but able to rally behind the green, and I guess it's the green and yellow of the Patriot. Oh my god. Oh, they're like their school is like 30 minutes away from me. That's like the crazy part. I don't even know what their
You could
mascot
like
is.
visit them after
I
they get
should. I should
the
coach them
W.
after.
Yeah, you should coach
Should
them.
coach
Yeah, that
them
would
after.
get them up to Div 2, obviously.
You guys won? Too bad. You sucked. You didn't do it good enough.
Tough love, I guess.
Oh, tough love. That's all. That's what it's about sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But a very, very convincing win from GMU. Kind of seemed to be in the driver's seat, even on that last push that USF had. Were able to kind of just shut it down immediately with the Booyah Bomb and found one early. I think if USF wants to come back into this, they're going to need to be a little bit more careful on their counterattacks.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we definitely have seen them warm up a bit more as the set has gone on. They had a really strong push there, unfortunately just getting stalled out kind of due to the sort of like the pseudo double anchor nature of their comp. I think struggles a little bit into what we've seen from the B team. But I mean, there's still plenty of games left here. It is a 2-0 situation. So functionally, if they can get those 2 wins back, they can be looking at a best of 5 of sorts here indirectly. But yeah, as we look to the next map mode, we will be heading off to Rainmaker Undertow for game 3 here.
Y'all got this in your map pool? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Look, it could
really?
be worse.
Come on.
No, there's been worse map modes.
I'm not surprised. I mean, like, it's one of those maps. It's very downhilly at times. I'll begrudgingly start the commentary here as we see much of the same from the side of GMU. That splash does come out, and more of the same as well on the side of USF.
Yeah, and taking a look at the comps, as you can see, not really anything has changed. Probably the most notable difference, if anything, has been the splash here, I believe. I believe Brubboat swapping out from the Doolies, I think, or it was a pro. I don't know. Different details.
It was Zap.
It was Zap, okay.
Yeah, Brubbo, they actually lost to me at Anarchy Nova. They quite convincingly, actually, you could ask them. So they probably saw my splash and they were like, I got to copy him as he does find one. He learned all that from me, by the way. Throws the burst bomb. Now here comes the big, big, big crab. Are they going to find one? Pushing the back towards the snipe position. The trade goes off from the Tri-Slosher and the Sword as they start to move it left. They were positioned right. Now they go left. Is it going to work out? Benadryl with the power of the Hat Man finds 2. Can they find 3? No, I think GMU is going to back off and respect the range unless they find the pop, but I don't think much is going to come of it.
Yeah, you could say that Benadryl might just be bringing the Benadryl to the function, but maybe just for their team, not necessarily for GMU. You don't want to necessarily help out the enemy here, but as we do look at the current situation going on in the middle of the map, we do see that crazy reef slider coming out from Glitch, getting 2 and just staggering that push that Brubboat and co was trying to set up there to just once again push into USF. This is what USF is looking for here. These explosive moments have been crucial for them every single moment of this set here, and we do see them mostly go down, but they do have a nice small lead in their favor now.
Yeah, small lead, but not a completely insurmountable one as GMU is trying to find a way back into this game. You see the Sword player quickly painting up, even for I don't know why actually. As I keep pressing forward right now, here comes one from the Dynamo Roller, that huge hitbox imposing their will as the bubble does go down. The Sword is able to find one, but gets countered quickly by that Reef Slider, once again finding 2. It's all falling apart for GMU. Are they going to be able to keep the Rainmaker? I don't think for much longer. There it goes down. They're trying to try to find the last one, Glitch, but does it find them? Brubboat going to wait for their team here and try to mount a defense.
Brubbo also trying to find that pick on Glitch, not able to necessarily confirm it, but that is going to be a good moment there to hopefully try to just get the team corralled and have them focused maybe in the wrong places. And that seems to work out pretty okay there. Showdown able to get 2 and also push the remaining members back, including Glitch, who's just continuously been a key playmaker for the side of USF. And we have Brubbo, I mean, maybe beating the allegations from, I guess, what happened at Anarchy Nova. Yoshi God able to get a really nice pick there.
Yeah, it was 2-0, 2-1, sorry. Convincing 2-1, by the way. We let him have the first one, then we came back. So maybe, shaking off the wounds finally as the strikes do go down on the sides of USF, but gets shut down while using them, and none go down for the strikes. Now they're 1-up. They're going to try to find a way through left here again, and I think they will, because no one is there. Everyone is right side, and all of a sudden, Me Too dunks it like Shaquille O'Neal back in the day for you older folk in the audience. Is able to break the checkpoint here. Will they find more? Here comes the Crab trying to find one, but they're going to reject pushing it more, keep their lives, and hold the space in mid here. What a good push for GMU.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a strong push there. Glitch maybe just a little bit too soon on that reslider, but they were still able to find a crucial pick to help the team move back up and kind of salvage that situation best they could. So we are kind of at a little bit of a standstill now. Specials are coming out. They're trying to find that moment to break back in. As you can see, they no longer have that rain that they were bringing out in that first game here, opting for some of the strikes instead. And with this Crab coming out from the side of GMU, it's going to be kind of a little bit of a question here if they're able to necessarily get any value out of it. We don't necessarily see that fully come to fruition, though.
Yeah, exactly. But Benadryl is going to get the... Oh, Oh, wait, no, they got it. Excuse me. I can't see. They are able to get that dunk in, and now here comes the lead. How big of a lead will it be? USF charging forward like a bull, as the Bulls are at USF, trying to find more, but gets shut down, unfortunately. 17 is the final total as GMU starts to take space in mid. How do you think they're going to be able to counter here?
I mean, as we kind of look into the last 20 seconds of the match, you're definitely going to need to try to get out a wipeout if you can. We do see the Bow and Showdown here trying to team up against Silver, but they're necessarily not going to find that value. We also see the Rainmaker reset, and when you're kind of in this position that we see GMU in right now, that's not necessarily what you want to see, especially when Meet 2 goes down. When that Tri-Saucer does go down, you don't necessarily have the team members in line to get that Rainmaker pop for your favor, so that's going to be the first game going to USF White as we look into heading into Game 4 of this best-of-9 set.
Exactly. Big win from them, even though it was on my least favorite map in this pool I've seen so far. It was an entertaining game. I'll give you that. Maybe I'll play it every once in a while now. Maybe. Just maybe. Don't count on it, though. I don't know.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be like a Rainmaker Marlin. It could be a Tower Control Humpback. I mean,
okay, actually, I want to take this. The spotlight here to shout out Big Dapple, who's put Bluefin Zones last time I was there in the pool. I've talked extensively about Pico about this. I'm saying right now, at least it's not that. All right, because we played one game on that. Bluefin Zones. Can you believe that?
Ew.
Really? Bluefin Zones?
I could not.
Like, come on. Dude, I bet Pico was so bad when they had to run the land qualifiers. I'm just saying. Could be worse. Could be worse.
I mean, I guess you need to have a little bit of shenanigans sometimes. Sometimes you need that like weird off pull, right? No. Do you like? No. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I like the one like the Ben & Jerry's. For those who know, Ben & Jerry's got this like it's chocolate and it's got like these brownie squares in it. So good. It's so good. I like that. That's my favorite, probably by far. I used to get that when I was a kid.
Okay. I was
shout out Avon, Connecticut. Shout out Avon, Connecticut. I used to go to the one over there. Shout out Avon. I don't live there anymore, so all you weirdos out there, you don't know where
I am. We do see the team members on both sides starting to queue in, though. Our next match is going to be Clan Blitz Barnacle, as I believe previously mentioned. So.
That's the map. This is a map. This is a great map, right? I love this map. This is one of my favorites. This is like the Dust 2 for me. of this game right now. This is like the Dust 2. I like this a lot. I could play this for like hours. I like this map a lot. I play a lot of short range shooters. That's probably why. But just in general, like the map flow of this map, especially like taking like pressuring stack on this mode. Oh my lord. Chef's kiss. So nice. Such a quick way of doing it. That's an easy way of doing it. Ways of countering it too with the positions you get. I'm curious to see how both these teams navigate it.
Absolutely. As we start to head in here, we take a look at the comps. Nothing's changed from the side of GMU. They're opting for the same thing. We do see the Crab Dooley come out once again from USF, so kind of the same stuff mostly all around. As we enter the beginning moments of this match here, I have to wonder how each team is going to approach the clam economy and how they're going to choose to push in these beginning moments.
Well, unfortunately, there is no inflation here, so I cannot inflate the claims you have. You have to find them all, and it's very hard to find them. Sometimes teams find a huge issue trying to find them as Benadryl goes down on the side of USF as they are trying to push forward. The Crab is up, though. The Crab is shooting. Will the Crab find anybody? I don't think so, but it does grant them the space. Showdown tries to take advantage, but retreats back, but finds the odd suction bomb kill as his former Zap player. That is a very satisfying moment, finding those odd Zap kills, and Showdown continuing to put the pressure on. Here we see the Dynamo starting to go in, and the back line trying to paint up, maybe trying to find another special as Brubbo. They're trying to negotiate clams around them, throwing them around. Someone please pick them up enough to make a power clam. No, they have to go back because they can't do it. And just like you said, people struggling with the economy.
Yeah, I mean, it can be difficult, especially when you do kind of have that early momentum, but you don't necessarily even have the clams to build a ball, which I believe was the situation going from GMU in those moments. And coincidentally, looking at all this now, we do see a ball from the end of USF White as they do have one on Benadryl here, and as we just kind of see them go back and forth, Showdown trying to do what they can to just push forward, try to get something, but Silver 64 trying to answer that aggression with their own push, unfortunately going down, maybe providing an opening here for the side of GMU.
Yeah, they are trying to find an opening. Here they come now. They're coming out of the bubble. Are they able to find anything? No, retreats back. Oh my god, Silver finds two randomly. Challenge now all on their own. They're going to have to make a hero play. Unfortunately, the cape is not flying today, and Benadryl going to score the first couple points. Will there be more? They do get one on the side of GMU as we are switching between baskets, much like they do in 6-7. Silver does go down. They are able to get a couple more clams in before GMU starts to take the space in mid.
Yeah, I gotta love the camera controls in this game sometimes. But as we continue to move forward here, we do see the side of USF being able to get a few points on the board, not necessarily more than 60, which is typically your earliest like mark of comfort you can even have in this game mode, if anything. We do see chumps coming out from the side of GMU, trying to set up that push. Showdown once again leading the fray, trying to find something, not necessarily getting any big push there for the team, though. And the side of USF able to just continue to hold down the fort.
Oh, a little bit of Kobe Bean Bryant action there. The double bomb does take them out, and all of a sudden GMU pushing through, trying to find ways to overcome them. There goes a kill on the side of the crab take. GMU keeps pushing, moving past the mist. Now they're going for their spawn. They do get Benadryl. The Hat Man can't save them, and now the ball juggled around but finds their way eventually in there. And now, how much of the lead can they get? They do take the lead. They get to 59. Brubbo going back, trying to find more clams. Elects to just give up the space. The small lead of 9 now comes on the side of GMU. And USF, I can't do the math of how many clams they need, but they certainly need a couple to take back the lead.
Just a ball and a few, really, to get that lead they're looking for, and that's not going to take too much effort on a map mode like this. As we do see 2 go down from the side of GMU as USF is warming up for this push here. 2 specials in tow, that bubble, and also a soda coming out on the side of USF as they start to move forward. Bubble coming out, trying to open up that push, but not necessarily able to get as much value as they were maybe looking for, as Showdown is able to get a trade out, and the ball not even being able to hit the basket either.
Yeah, the ball has missed the basket. The ball has missed the basket. Shout out my friend Crosstix on comms at Under Pressure sometimes, as they are going to try to fight to get the Clam in, unfortunately unable to do so on the side of Benadryl. They do recover the Clam. Now Silver 6-4. They've had a couple plays today. Are they going to try to go for one more? They are looking to rotate to the plat, maybe looking to play the lip. They do get the cooler down, excuse me, and they're now going to play around the bubble, and they do find one. Are they going to find another one? They did assist one. They're going to keep going again. They do see the marks. They are pushing through, but not before the crab comes down, and they're going to have to retreat, or else they're going to die. But Silver still alive somehow before going down. Now USF, desperate, clawing their way, trying to find space. They are able to get the side. They don't get challenged. Are they going to find more? No, they get shut down. But the Clam is going to come in. They're going to need a couple more. They don't have the resources, the time, the weaponry, and unfortunately for USF, that's going to be overtime. That's going to be game. And much like in the words of Paul George, no OT tonight.
No, for sure. No OT tonight at all. That's going to be Game 4's score going to GMU in a pretty small scoring match, everything considered. We only saw a few balls hit the basket. Only a few clams were even able to go in as well. And, I mean, if you're a team like GMU, that's what you kind of want to see. You don't necessarily want to have a really just high-scoring match that's constantly going back and forth. The amount of time that was spent just skirmishing in mid, trying to get a foothold at all. I mean, if you're a team that's able to get that early score, that's sort of what you wanted.
Exactly. You know, kind of some 90s ball you hear Unk talk about the good old days in the 70s with Julius Erving and Michael Jordan. Low scoring affair. And, you know, they just don't play defense like they used to, but I guess GMU does. I'll say that GMU does. They put up a pretty good defense right there to take game 3. You know, USF trying to build on some momentum they built in game 3. Excuse me, this was game 4. My fault. But you know, trying to find a way to sort of push back here and just unable to do so, as we do see the maps coming up. Zones Robo Ramen is the next map mode.
Yes, it is, and it has been a moment since we've seen zones, with that being the first match, of course, of the set on Mako Mart. And going into Robo here, I think that we're probably going to see that rain come out again, but we might also just see a completely different strategy from the side of USF White. Of course, they do have some things to take note of, as we've seen just time and time again. Are we, the B team, able to kind of get these strong pushes that just tend to last longer against USF White? So as this match begins to open up here, we'll have to take a look at the comps and see if anything shifts.
Yeah, nothing so far on the side of GMU. Does anything change on the side of USF? I don't believe so. That is the same comp they have been running. No, oh, sorry, except for the heavy edit that is switched into a bucket now. So one change, excuse me, that has happened there, as we do see the opening stages of the game start as 2 go down on the side of GMU and USF, but one more goes down on the side of GMU. The bucket does find one. Now they're going to start trying to push here. Are they going to get more? The chubs do go down, so do the strikes. This is going to be a quick zones flip on the side of GMU, opposing the early penalty. This is some interesting stuff going on the side of GMU. Benadryl walks back, trying to find the flank kill that isn't there, unfortunately. The Hat Man speaking to them to go the wrong way, unfortunately, as now there's a little bit of a skirmish going on in mid. The strikes go down. Are they going to be able to push through? They are not. Shut down by challenge. That's been a consistent theme throughout this game. The strikes go down on GMU's side, and just like that, are they going to get the zone cap? No, they're not. There's one Reef slider, but the Reefs dies. Oh my god, so much is going on.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, we saw just picks go back and forth, but I think the real winner of that whole engagement and those fights was absolutely Glitch, able to take out, I believe, 3 different members of the side of GMU and just completely to stall and delay that push they were trying to get back in. And although we do see this zone most likely about to flip on the side of GMU, yes, it does. That was a lot of valuable time that they were able to get points on the board, as we are only about a minute and a half into this match. Getting a remaining score of 28 is not anything to scoff at.
Exactly. Nothing to scoff at all, as Showdown is able to get so many picks there and keeping extending the lead that GMU has. The strikes do go down. They're going to try to shut him down. Unfortunately, moves into a 1v4. A little ill-advised there maybe from the side of challenge as now the Reef goes down. That's gotten so much value this whole game. Here comes the Dapple Dualies, going to be pressuring, trying to find one more. Are they able to? No, they're not. And when it seemed like GMU had the perfect lockout setup, all of a sudden USF just runs back in with absolute confidence and takes back the space.
Yeah, and I mean, for USF White, this is pretty big. They've already been able to get most of their penalty off the board. As we take a look at the zone here, this Dynamo kind of just being the key painter for the side of GMU, not being able to necessarily get as much pressure up as they want, constantly having to get pushed back. And with this rain here, they're not necessarily going to get too much further down as well, but we do see them take this off angle, actually that being the play that was able to get them that zone flip in their favor and just buy a little bit more time for them, as we do see a remaining score of 12 on the side of FSU.
Exactly, 12 on the side of FSU. GMU have a big gap to overcome, but they've done it before. Can they do it again? As we see GMU now trying to impose their lead, but unfortunately, to go down, shut down immediately, did not see that. Commentator is blind, confirmed, as they do get one more. The Dapples is able to find one, and now GMU is going to try to come back here, but they aren't able to. The strikes do come down. They are able to cap for now, but they're not going to keep it for long, but the Commentator's wrong again. Someone fire him as the Dynamo roller is able to find a couple. Going to try to find that odd angle that some people try to play. Unfortunately, he's unable to do so. Here come the Coolers. Are they going to extend here? One goes down on the flank. Now this Reef comes in, unable to find someone like they have in the past. One goes down, though, on the right flank, and this Dynamo eking, trying to find ways in, trying to find an angle, trying to find a way to break through, is unable to, is pushed into the flank and to drop. They're forced to drop out, fall back, regroup, USF back in front.
Yeah, and this is a really good spot to be in if you're USF at this point. They have such a strong control of even the snipe of GMU overall. We do see strikes hit the zone, but the side of GMU is not really exactly there in full force to get as much of a hold as they'd maybe like. As I say that, we do see the Dynamo leading the charge, able to actually help the team find two. So Commentator's curse there. This match is ripe with Commentator curses. We might need to just give up after this and never bother commentating again.
Exactly. I think that's it. I think it's curtains for our career. I heard actually Pop Gun sent me I was released from the IPL squad, ripped my job, but I'm still on the Cephalopod cast as the cooler does get dropped. They are able to get it. USF needs to stall for 20 more seconds, 20 painstaking seconds, some might say, as the strikes do go down on zone. One does get caught on the snipe, unfortunately, but here comes Challenge. He's made a couple plays. They are able to get zone, but they need to take people out in order to keep the zone. Here comes the charge, the march, some might say, of GMU, trying to find a way back in. They are able to find one, but the strikes go down, but it's not enough on USF. They're jumping in, they're trying to keep the zone, and they are. Just like that, USF 3-1 down. All of a sudden, they're saying, hey, let's make it a ball game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And with another point on the board for USF, this game just got that much tighter in this best of 9. I mean, this points going back and forth. We saw lead swapping. Like, that was a really tense game. And I think USF has absolutely found their footing at this point with, of course, Glitch leading a lot of charges, but the rest of the team, of course, assisting with really huge wins as well overall. So as we head into our next game here, which will be game 6 of this best of 9 set, we're going to be heading off to Tower Control Manta Maria to see what each team can do here.
Oh my Lord, Jesus Christ, y'all, really? Manta Tower? Really? I mean, here's the thing, right? It's just gonna depend on how many people play buckets, right? And how many people are gonna be playing like this is the thing with this map, right? If you're able to play the ledge weapons and you're able to play them well, you should be fine because you're just granted so many fun strongholds here that just kind of let you dominate the game. It really depends on how many buckets we do see. I'm gonna say it right now. I think we see the Dynamo roller in 3 buckets. That's my call right now. That's my call.
3 total buckets. That'll be crazy. I mean, we have seen. I mean, last match we saw the V Slosher and also the Tri Slosher from, I believe, the side of FSU. So, or USF.
Yeah,
so,
it should be 3.
Yeah, no,
it should be 3.
That's plenty of buckets.
Yeah, because 3 have showed up before. This is the map that if you just play the high ground and you slosh, it really comes down to who can really infiltrate the strongholds better. Who can infiltrate your? I think it's, oh my god, what do they call that place? It's like the bridge to mid, like that area, like the one like right before it. It's in your spawn. You can ink up to it. What's that thing called?
Oh, it's like, I want to say it's the center's mast, I think, but I think people also just call that a mast as well.
Dude, this map, man. You don't even know the comms. Oh my god.
Look, I'm retired from COP now. I don't get I don't know my right from my left anymore.
They're letting me know, guys. The person who runs Beep does not know their comms. The person who runs Beep does not know their comms. Cancel Beep. Oh,
Unfortunately,
let's see if I'm right.
yeah, this isn't the Beepcast. We do
What?
see what?
What? What? Why? Okay. My fault, guys. I'm sorry.
Pause,
That's my
pause, pause.
that's just go. Oh, was I need a better? Just go. Oh, my
I mean, we do see quite a switch up from GMU in particular, opting to not necessarily have the Dynamo, instead having a V-Roller in charge. And, I mean, ideally that doesn't end up being a bad choice on their part. We do see a trade-out happening with the Bow and the Tri-Slosher in mid, as kind of we're just at this weird standstill. Mariothon trying to do what they can to move up here with the Curling Bomb. Maybe that will be their secret sauce to kind of just get big moments in this match. We do see Mariothon taking this flank here, trying to maybe find something, opting to not get the flank kill on Benadryl. A little bit, I guess, confusing on that regard, but we do see just players going back and forth here, as just we're yet to see a major push of any sort.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Mariothon is able to find 2 very quickly. Perhaps these guys are Toyotathon fans, maybe in opposition of Mariothon, as they are going to look to break the first checkpoint as they do so. Benadryl now trying to find a way to push them back, but Mariothon shuts down that vac before they're able to shoot it off. But unfortunately, GMU is not able to capitalize. They all fall down, and all of a sudden, Alexander is going to have to find a way here to capitalize on the space they've been given. Here comes his friend in silver. The strikes do go down. Are they going to find one? I don't think so. They do find one. Excuse me. I can't see. Here comes Mariothon trying to pressure the tower as much as they can. Finds one. Here comes the jump. Here we go. Every Splatoon player's favorite thing. A little crushed from the roller. And just like that, GMU back in the driver's seat trying to find ways to extend their lead.
I mean, maybe I can see the reason for some of these swaps here from the side of GMU. Like, that, those roller crushes can be pretty satisfying for sure here. And look at the pressure they're also just getting overall on this bunker. This is probably the strongest spot we've seen the side of GMU in all match here, as Mariothon continues to just cause havoc in that back there. And now the side of USF trying to just kind of grasp for straws a little bit. They're looking to get a couple picks. They didn't find one, but
Sorry.
I mean, what? Well, I mean, what do you see here, Yoshi God?
Well, I saw they stopped at 6-7. I got really excited. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just kind of domination on the side of GMU. They're taking all these angles that just punish them so hard, as we see Brumboat, when they're not playing me, they do pop off. They are able to find 2. Can they find the third one? They do. Big kills. 4 maybe? Oh, that's on Blue Sky later. And as we see here, unfortunately, the rest of the team does get shut down by the strikes, but a huge push to 15. USF needs to break past that ever so hard 6-7 mark in order to break into this game.
I mean, I think they might need a little bit more than just 6-7, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. As we see Benadryl get a nice pick on that zap here, able to, I believe, prevent some soda from coming out for the side of GMU here, as they're looking to try to get a move up. Mariothon able to get this nice flank here, trying to find value, not able to necessarily get it as fast as they were hoping, faking out with a curling bomb as well. The side of GMU just kind of gradually moving up here. I think this has been one of the biggest strengths of their comp overall, able to just confuse the opponent a little bit. They might even trade out here or there, but if they were able to get 2 or more off of an engagement, that's huge value for them.
They got 2. They got 2. They got 2, OmaZen. This is proof, guys. Commentators can't see. We're all blind, as they are able to regroup in a mid and potentially repush here. Here comes the Booyah Bomb on the side of GMU, able to find one. One does go down on the side of GMU, though, on the stronghold. Benadryl goes down. Bravo looking for one more, unable to finish up the kill, though. Now they're looking to make sure the flank doesn't happen, covering it so beautifully as the right side is taken by the side of GMU. The options are being shut down. They're being limited, restricted even. Mario Thon finds another one. That's their space. Ensures it with the bubble, excuse me, tripping on my own words. Now here comes the push, making headway into street. Are they able to keep going? Silver 64 on the flank does find one. Can they find the second? No, but they do not elude the Booyah Bomb as they are able to push them back, though. Thankfully, Silver getting the kill necessary to make sure GMU walked back.
Yeah, and also USF here trying to do what they can to just even get control of their plat, able to just quickly rush forward from that point. We do see 2 down from the side of GMU. This has been probably the strongest moment we've seen USF been in all match, as the points are starting to tick down, as the timer is starting to tick down. We do see them get more points here. No one on the tower. Benadryl fortunately noticing that, getting back on. And Meet 2 in this weird off-angle position, though. Huge value there, as they're able to just completely save the match for GMU and prevent that last-second dash to the finish that USF was trying to pull off.
Yeah, really good game from GMU there. Kind of was in the driver's seat pretty much the whole game, dictating what they were just doing whatever they wanted to do, whenever they wanted to do it, however they even wanted to do it. Very, very convincing win. As you see them all wearing the Beekeepers hats, I believe those are.
They are the B team.
Oh! I get it. Because they're the B team. Wordplay here. There's some smart cookies at GMU they got.
I think that's the first match we've seen all game with them wearing that particular suit as well. So, I mean, fun stuff all around. Maybe we'll see it again. Maybe they knew that Tower Control Mansa was kind of one of the more iffy maps for them. And they're like, at least we're going to go down fight. Like, if we're not going to go down fighting, we're going to go down at least being funny. So I can respect that.
Exactly. I do want to issue, though, breaking news here. Doc Rivers does leave the Bucks in the midst of their failed playoff tenure. How do you feel about that, OmaZen?
The Bucks? I mean, the Bucks aren't even that good of a basketball team. I don't think they've ever been.
Ooh. What? They won a chip like a couple of years ago.
I mean, I say this as
This is not a ball knower. I say this as a Bulls
fan. I say this as a Bulls fan.
As a Bulls fan?
Yeah,
oh, you guys got you zealous. You'll be fine. You got be zealous. You got Josh Giddey. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had some kind of sus like trades recently. Like I'm
a Pistons fan. I get it. There's one guy I know. I know who you're talking about.
I mean,
if you're interested, if anyone's interested, just look up Bulls news. You'll find what we're talking about.
It could
go Bulls news. You'll find it.
I mean, it'll never beat the Derrick Rose days. It'll never beat the Jordan days. But I mean, regardless of any of that, new game here. We're about to see something else stunk.
We're proclaiming a new game here, as we do see the side of GMU keeping on the Beekeepers mask. Much of the same on the side of USF in terms of weapon picks. Not really much changing. What do you think, OmaZen?
Yeah, I mean, probably the biggest shifts we've seen all match have just been kind of from Brubboat, as they've picked up a few different shooters in particular. Now we see them on the Splattershot Pro with the missile special kit. So, unfortunately, they do go down here, but GMU's Showdown able to get a nice double, huge value there for the team, as we kind of just are at this standstill in the middle of the map.
Oh, I am sorry. Showdown is running Zap as opposed to Sword. That is a change I just didn't realize. That is completely my fault, as we do see USF trying to ward off the push that could potentially happen from GMU. The big Reef Slider, unfortunately, is unable to do anything. They were able to get so many kills off in the past, unable to do so this time. But Showtown was being patient, waiting, sharking, waiting for their moment, able to find one. They do have Elbow. I think it's time to go now on the side of GMU. They're going to start pushing into Elbow. Are they going to get the knockout? Excuse me, not the knockout, but the dunk. They are, but not before Showdown hits a clip and all of a sudden, the game is in GMU's hands. It's GMU's game to lose, but the rain keeping the thing unpopped, and just like that, they're able to get back into the game. They're playing bridge now. Are they able to stop the push? Mario Thon trying to find a way in, unable to find someone on the flank. They do not get shut down for it though, and now Metadrill goes down. They're able to find two. It's another wipe.
Yeah, and Mariothon Showdown just leading the charge here as well on the Rainmaker, maybe popping the bubble slightly too early, but it doesn't matter. They get the dunk, and that's going to be this semifinals set going to Are We the B team?
Damn, that's a tough way to go. I've done that to people before though, so I get it. But like, that's a tough. I've been on both sides of this. I've been on the receiving end. If you're on the receiving end, it's a quiet call. All I gotta say, no one's saying anything. Everyone's quiet, just the quiet GGs. Someone's disconnected at this point. I can tell you that much right now. But if you're B team, man, I think you got to go out on the town after that. I think that's a go out on the town kind of game. You got to celebrate somehow. You're in the finals of CCA. You know, I know Kobe always said job's not finished, but I mean, come on, got to celebrate a little bit, right? Magic used to celebrate.
No, absolutely. But as we kind of look to wrap things up here, we are going to have a very brief interview with one of the members of Are We the B team. We do have a set with TMU White and the Splatlanders actually right after this, so we're going to try to keep it short, but we definitely do want to get a little bit of a perspective into what George Mason's University's team kind of thought of that match as a whole. But yeah, currently coordinating with them here. We'll see what they think in a moment.
Which player is this? Which player is it?
It's looking like it's going to be Showdown at the very least. We might have another
Damn it!
joining us.
Damn it! I thought it was going to be Brumbo. I was going to talk so much. I was going to talk so much. Ah, damn. That's tough. Oh my god. They had a good game though. They had a really, I mean, it should be them. It should really be them, but damn.
I mean, Showdown
that's
getting
tough.
that triple at the end, absolutely. You have to agree with that. The Zap pick, I didn't really expect. I kind of relate to that a little bit as well myself. I used to be a Zap main way back when, and then eventually I was like done with playing shooters and I started picking up swords. So definitely respect those shifts there from Showdown as well.
I remember back in 2, I had a coach named Infa, for those aware of his presence, unfortunately. I joined a team in 2 when I was just getting into the game, and I was a Luda Blaster main, and this guy forced me. This guy forced me to play Zap. Just, you know, I want to put that out there. I just want to put that, because he said it was meta. All right, just want to put that out there. I always put that out there. He knows. He knows. We're gonna have a conversation about this later. Oh my god, the whole squad's here.
Hello.
Oh,
Damn.
hello.
What's up? Yo, Michael is still there, bro. Drag Michael in too.
We've got the whole crew in here.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry, I forgot to change my name. Thank you.
Nice.
Well,
Hey,
hello.
y'all won.
Oh my god, that was stressful. Oh,
Those were some very good games though. Those were like
Yeah.
evenly matched. Those were
Oh yeah.
stressful.
their pressure was insane. Oh my god, the rain pressure, the bucket pressure. Oh my god. Yeah,
The
so many
bucket was
goals.
really tough.
It didn't seem like it phased you that much, though. I'll say that much. It looked like it from the
Oh.
side, at least.
You were not in our call. We were freaking out. After every game, it was okay. Calm down. We got this. It's just, oh,
You need to lower Neo's heart rate.
dude.
Damn, you guys gotta,
I'm not gonna
you guys gotta
have one
mellow
in a
out.
second. Yeah.
That's tough. It's tough. But what were y'all thinking? You guys were up like 2-0 pretty early on, right? But then you guys let a couple games slip. Like, what's the mindset there? You know, you guys kind of let it back into it. Like, what's going on mentally there? You know, a couple games falling. You know, maybe a little bit of hesitation on some of the strategies. We saw a couple weapon switches. Like, what was going through your guys' mind there?
I think what was going through our head was every single battle felt like a losing battle. So we were still like consistent throughout the entire thing. It was hard the entire time, so we were locked in all the way.
Yeah.
The things we slipped, I guess that's just like, I don't want to blame our comp, so I'll blame the opponent instead. They had really good, They had really good weapons into all of the map modes. That's
Yeah.
what I'll say.
All right.
Yeah. I'll
That's
say for me
crazy.
personally, those double bucket is very hard to fight for me personally on a shooter only. So especially Tri-Slosher, anytime I played something short range, it was rough. So personally, I just started focusing on special spamming and making sure they can't go forward.
But we managed to get our act together and we locked in, as we say. And
Yeah.
we stuck with what we knew worked, and that's what we did.
That's good. That's good. I mean, that's what you got to do, right? I mean, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right, I got another one for you then. I got another question. So walk me through it. All right, game. What is it? Is it 6 or 7? It was game 6 or 7. It was game 7. All right, insta KO. All right, I saw that triple kill. All right, walk me through it. What were the emotions? What were you feeling in that moment right there?
Me? So I just really play NZAP very aggressively. I've gotten quads on it before, just one after the other, so I don't know how to explain it. I just saw the opponents and I needed them out of the way, so I took care of them.
That's tough. That's tough. That's a tough quote. I gotta write
crazy.
that
I
down.
took care of
That's a
them.
tough quote.
Took care of
Put that quote on Blue Sky later. No context. No context. That's what you guys got to do after that one.
I need
Yeah.
to get a blue sky, bro.
You need a what? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show doesn't have a blue sky.
I don't.
Oh, you don't have a Blue Sky? Oh, you need to start posting on there. It's a great platform.
Yeah, I'm the sole
You-
poster of the team.
Yeah.
Oh, you are. All right. You gotta make those ESPN graphics. You know what I
You
mean?
catch me at nailthecat at nailthecat.bsky.social.
Gotcha. You gotta post the clips. I kept saying that you guys were gonna post the clips later. I guess no one's gonna post the clips. That's crazy. Unless you do. Can you at me if you post the clips?
I might post a clip. I will post a
You
clip.
gotta
You know what?
gotta
I
add
gotta
me
see
though,
the
right?
stream. I gotta see the stream. I gotta see.
We need to see the stream. That's what we're excited about.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I did make fun of
You
Michael.
got great commentary.
Oh, I appreciate
Dude,
it.
my
God,
nerves were
me
crazy.
too.
I told you to watch this, and I was folding at every opportunity. I whiffed every shot, man. It was so bad. Luckily, I got my old reliable
let me-
teammates here to take care of business when I'm
Let me-
slacking off.
Oh my gosh.
Let me pull up the discussion before this. It can't be stopped, bro. The cheese is inevitable. Where else is this?
The strike.
Yeah,
shoot,
like
and it wasn't
it's
even
stuff like
working.
that. Glaze me? I'm sorry, I was being bought off. They said glaze me. I was being bought off.
I didn't pay you.
Bravo, how could you?
I didn't pay you.
That's so good.
I don't know. Oh, by the way, before everyone goes, by the way, Brumbo, did you see Doc Rivers got fired?
I did not.
You gotta check
crazy.
ESPN after this. Check ESPN after this.
Right.
OmaZen, you got any questions? Come on, man, shoot.
I mean, I just have to.
Any-
Oh, what were you getting at?
Oh no, never mind.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you're all good. No, I mean, just heading into grand finals, I have to ask, like, what are you kind of just anticipating the most? Like, obviously, 5-2, that's a pretty good just finish out here in the semifinals. But as we look ahead, really interested to hear what the team has maybe been preparing for, like what you're anticipating, just thoughts overall.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not it didn't hit me that we were actually going to grands until you said it, and like my entire body just shut off. I'm so scared. Oh my god.
Scared, Neo.
Hey, we gotta pop out for it though. You guys gotta pop out for it.
We got this. We got this.
We got this.
We're gonna win.
Hey,
We're gonna get
first
place.
All right. But anything to say to the person that's gonna play you? Come on, any sort of trash talk,
I am looking for a good game where both of us are evenly matched because those games are the most entertaining.
That's fact.
That's crazy. No, like we're gonna go in and win. Nothing like that. Just all right.
I mean, trash talking.
I guess if you want something crazy, like it's not like I'm gonna say, "Oh, have a good time losing" or something. I mean, like genuinely have a good game. I want this to be fun.
Hey, listen, I'm an
we're wholesome
instigator,
people over
all
here.
right? I'm an instigator, all right? I'll say that.
I think
That's
the
good.
commentators want us to trash talk our opponents so that they'll have more content.
Exactly. See, someone gets it at least.
I'll say something. Game 9, we gentlemen's to random weapons.
Oh my god!
Oh, that would be peak.
Okay,
I
wait,
would-
hold
I
on.
would be
Hold on.
down
I don't know about that one.
That would be heat.
I don't
We should add
Game
the
nine.
rules.
Brother said,
Change the rules. Game 9,
I
random
think we
weapons.
might
Oh my
change the
God.
rules. We'll have to bring that to the board, but we might think about it.
That'd be funny.
Oh god.
Who's gonna
This guy wants us to
randomize
lose.
it? Who's gonna have to
There's the randomizing site, you know? that we
CCA
use for
staff,
you-
right, Oma?
CCA randomizer. Let's go.
Holy shit! Holy!
I'll ask Popgun at the next podcast if he can do it.
Yeah.
We'll have Popgun pick the weapons. That's all.
Hell yeah, that sounds awesome.
All right, well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We do have another set coming up right after this. We're gonna go ahead.
All right.
Bid adieu to you, but thank you so much
Get
for
out of
joining
here.
us.
Get out of
Thank you
here.
for
We
the
don't want
awesome
you
set.
here. Get out of here.
Oh my god! Okay, I'll leave.
GG's to the other team. Thanks for commentating.
Michael, I'm
Appreciate
still
it.
better than you, by the way. I locked you up
All
again.
right, all right.
I'll lock
Won't be
you up
won't be
again, all right?
We'll see.
all right, Yoshi God. We've had our moment here. I think it's about time we call it off here as we begin to get the next set ready. But where can the good people find you?
You can look underneath my name, Yoshi God SB. I'll try to change my name. I don't really post out there that often right now, but maybe later. We'll see. What about you, Oma? Where can the good people find you aside from Beep, podcast.social.sky.fortnite?
Well, outside of beep.fortnite, you guys can find me here at the CCA, also on my Blue Sky, and sometimes my Twitch. I've been streaming slightly more frequently, just doing random shenanigans. But yeah, that's about it from me. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and we're going to go ahead and get the next set ready. Have a good one.